learning is they might be trying to keep me from my wife and my wife from me. Which means they're purposely withholding the knowledge of the truth from not only me but my true wife as well. See, they think the longer they keep us apart, the more they can rule over the earth. Well, it's that way too. And the more they can set me up with the wrong women, the more I'm sinning, but they're sinning too, because if they know who my wife is, they're hiding her from me, and I'm seeking her. That's not my thought if I know I'm supposed to find a woman, but I don't know who that woman is. See, any female you bring to me, if she acts like she's the one, I don't know she's not the one until she treats me too badly and I break up with her, or she breaks up with me. And it can happen either way. And that's the point about relationships too. Relationships can last anywhere from a single night to 17 months or your whole life. But so far I haven't had a female who wanted to be with me my whole life. Oh well, not my problem. Not my problem. Doesn't even bother me. But anyway, the whole point is though, I know I'm straight, I know I'm looking for a female, and I'm not interested in any male unless it's someone who completely, 100% wants to understand and teach publicly what I'm trying to teach publicly now. Now, see, I didn't learn this through myself. I learned this through the Holy Ghost. Which means I studied, like Paul said, to show myself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. I saw that some of the things Paul said in the New Testament wasn't quite true in the Old. That means the disciples, the males, took over the church, and because of that, Constantine, 300 years later for some reason, did the same thing. Because of the writings of Paul. But had he gone into the writings of Moses, Miriam was a prophetess, so was Deborah in Judges, so was Huldah in 2 Kings. That either means Paul didn't read the whole word or he was being sarcastic. Well, that's your problem, men. See, really, we're supposed to co-rule with our wives. We're co-regents here. It doesn't mean the male is any more important than the female, or the female more important than the male. But that also means, since we're two halves of a whole, taken from one image, the true image of God, we can only be 100% of our 50% in the relationship. But we can do different works or the same works too. Now the thing is, anyone can pick an apple from an apple tree if you're hungry. Now if Adam picks an apple for Eve, that's called kindness or love. And if Eve in turn picks an apple for Adam, that's the same thing. Now you can also pick an apple for yourself and eat it, or Eve can do the same thing. But either way, it's not good or bad, whoever picks the apple. Right? But if it's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and you're told not to eat from it, and you pick the apple and you eat of it and you get your husband to eat of it, that became sin for them, right? But like I'm telling you, that's a metaphor for the true God of the world. Now, of course, this is all in a mystery. Moses is trying to piece it together a little bit himself. Doesn't mean he understood it all when he did. Doesn't mean I'm completely right now. But I'm trying to figure it out for the world. I might still be getting some things right and some things wrong, but I might be closer to the truth, which is why I'm only one of two witnesses. Meaning, out of 7 billion people in the whole world, I might be the only one right now who's closest to understanding the whole truth, though I can't prove any of it any more than anyone could back then or now or even in the future. Only the eternal, whatever is the mind behind this all, both the darkness and the light, both the good and the evil, both the love and the hate, and all that. Whatever's going on here is a cosmic battle between the forces of love and the forces of hatred, the forces of life and the forces of death. Now I'm on the force of life, If you're not, and you're murdering people, you're on the force of death. That's all I can tell you. Now, if my force is greater than your force and you keep trying to murder me, that just becomes attempted murder. But it's still a crime. That's the point there, too. But if I keep surviving it and God keeps resurrecting me, making me like the Wolverine in certain instances, and, if I don't remember your attacks on me and God just heals me, and I don't. Just like Jesus probably didn't remember what happened to him. Nor Lazarus understand why he died, nor the boy, nor the girl. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were thrown alive into the fiery furnace and survived that, with a fourth person in the furnace with them, who was declared to be an angel or a son of God. And that's the point as well. Something is with me, like it or not. And that's not an illusion, that's proven through medical science. And forensics. That's how I know I wasn't in a car accident, but someone attacked me after Dead Man's Curve, and I made it safely to Vivian's house. But everyone seems to be covering it up in line. And what do I say? Okay, fine. I know that. You're just lying to me. I what? Forgive you. If I don't remember it, still, you can't make me remember it. Ever. But I still remember what I remembered up to that point. And one of the things I remember is Jesus on the cross saying, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And that's what I tell the person every time they try to murder me. And I must tell them that every time they try to murder me. But I'm also to protect myself. That's why I got locks on my door. I'm not a glutton for punishment, but I'm still surviving whatever the hell you're doing to me, asshole. And you're not proving I'm doing anything wrong. You're still trying to murder me. And the more you attempt to murder me, the crazier I might look. But if I keep surviving it, after a while, you're going to start looking crazy too for repeatedly murdering someone you can't murder. Dumbass. If you can't murder someone and you keep trying to murder them, that's just stupidity. After a while. The high blood pressure didn't do it. Now, I don't know why I had the high blood pressure, but it didn't do it. Nor did the watch incident, whatever you did there. Though I thank you for fixing the watch after you did whatever you did to me. Don't even remember it, but thanks for fixing the watch. That was all I was concerned with at the time. Appreciate it. Same with the car keys. Don't know why you decided to tear it off the key ring, but fine. I'll just show what you did. It don't bother me. I forgive you again. And the same with the moving it from the dresser to the coffee table there. I again will forgive you. I don't hold a grudge. See, you're holding a grudge against me, and I ain't done you wrong a day in my life. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't have no memory of you, and I never will if you keep trying to murder me, and Jesus keeps raising me from the dead. And all you're proving to me is you're trying to murder me, but I don't remember you, but Jesus keeps healing me. And he's healing me similar to the Wolverine if you're using weapons. By now. And that's the point, too. Because I don't remember what you're doing or know what you did, but I'm having to guess after the fact because I find the evidence you leave behind, because no one can commit a crime without leaving some evidence behind. Now, if I'm healing like the Wolverine, no matter what you're doing, you might could even blow me up with a bomb, and I heal. I just won't remember being blown up, or burn down my house, and again, but the problem is, if you burn down my house, my smoke alarm would go off, and I'll get out of the house. So again, and if you know I'm being resurrected within 5 or a few minutes after you attempt to kill me again, because with the watch, that wasn't even less than a minute or two before I noticed the watch was fixed, and I was standing right there, and then the watch broke, and then suddenly it was fixed. And I was trying to fix it with a knife. And all I know is it was broken one minute, and then it was fixed the next. And I said, what, there was an angel here? And I asked Teresa, did she see anyone come in? And she said, no. So again, now if Teresa is your inside man, in other words, you got in because of her, and she lied for you, I know by Teresa, and you know by Teresa, I survived whatever you did to me. Now, Teresa is the witness who saw what you did to me. But I didn't remember it, but Teresa does. Now, she could witness for me, but she's a vagabond. She's a hoe. I can't help that. And I gave her a chance to repent of her fornications, and like Jezebel, she refused. Though I never judged her. Now, I understand why she became what she was. But again, she can't lie and say that's an excuse after meeting me. Eat it, either. And that's the point there. And then you left me alone until recently, but I'm still back. I'm still here. All you're doing is making me improve my security on my house. Which I have done. Now you can't get in unless I let you in. And I ain't going to let you in because I don't know who the fuck you are, and I ain't going to let any stranger or really any friend, unless it's close family, in my house anymore. And even then, I'm worried about my own family sometimes. But not trying to hurt them because they're hurting me because I forgive them, asshole. If they're hurting me because they're confused because of something bad that happened to them, I would even forgive them. Like Jesus forgave those who didn't understand why they were crucifying him. That's all I can do for you now. But that don't mean I'm happy with what you're doing to me, nor Jesus, nor God. One day you might meet your maker, and I might be able to defeat you, and you might die yourselves. So quit doing this, or not. I don't care. It's not working anyway. Whatever you're doing to make me black out, the 5 times I might have blacked out, isn't working. I'm still here. Whatever you did to cause the congestive heart failure, I survived that. Twice. That's 6 times or more that I can count on my hand that I blacked out. But that was after the car accident. After being set up with crazy ass women just wanting to have sex with me. Who I was trying to find, I was trying to find a wife. Started with the stripper at Shay's party and went on from there. And again. I remember them all. Like Willie Nelson and Julio said to all the girls I loved before. Now, I was trying to love them, but I knew some of them were just using me for sex like I was them at the time. And some of the relationships were longer than others, and some were shorter. And that's was up to the female. And every time the female went home, I let her go home. And every time she came back, I let her come back and stuff like that. I gave her the choice. But I was only with what? Real females. Unless they were lubed all the time and were transgendered. But like I said, that's how you might know the difference between a transgender person. If you have sex with a female 3 times a night and she gets wet every time, she's a female. If it's over an hour. Right, Maribel? Or, like with Rose, 7 times to 3 times, getting lesser from January to March before I went on the cruise. And again, Sheena was under a tree in Spain, and that was a quickie, another minute. And then Molly was the last night before she went back, and again, a minute or 2. And then the rest of them were one-night stands. And pretty much Daphne, I married Daphne, and again, I was trying to treat her like a good wife. Not a perfect husband myself. I made some mistakes too. And again, that I don't normally see to be with children. Now, the child would have to blackmail me because she was already being molested, and instead of wanting to be with the person molesting her, they chose me for some reason. But only 2 of them could have done that. two women took me home the same night I met them. And, now they had both, one had a roommate and one had a boyfriend who she just broke up with. Now, if anyone was messing with the daughter for her to come in there with me, it would be the roommate or the boyfriend. Not me, not me. Now, I was just trying to get with the mother in both instances. Now, the only way the girl could have tried to be with me, and I don't remember it at all, is if after I was with the mother, she woke me up and came in there to me on her own. Now, the only reason why it would become an issue, and I don't remember it, is the mother had to do something to me so I didn't remember it. That's true too. But I didn't seek to be with the child. The child might have been trying to blackmail me into being with her, like Potiphar's wife did with Joseph. But if I was, the most that could have happened with was 2, or maybe 3 if something happened with Vivian's daughter, one of Vivian's daughter or not. But the point is, that's not statutory rape. And if the girl wanted to have sex with me, I would have to let her be on top legally to prove she wanted me. Now, if I let the girl be on top, because she's making me be with her, even if the mother was to come in and catch us in the act, if she's on top, I'm not raping her, she's raping me. Now, the reason for that is she gave me an ultimatum. Have sex with me or I'll scream and tell my mom. Now, this isn't Potiphar's wife, this is a young girl. Now, I wouldn't just fuck her either, I would have to talk my way through it and tell her all the facts about it, about sex and all that. I don't even know if the girl was understood sex education yet. But I would try to explain all that to her before having sex with her anyway. And reason being is my job isn't to fuck her. The only one I could have been with legally was her mom. But I don't mean I was trying to be with the child. But if the child wanted to be with me so badly because she was already being molested by the boyfriend or the roommate, who are also living with the mother and then the other mother, those are the only 2 people who could have done anything with her. Besides me, that night, if she insisted. But to me, that's just a hypothetical because I don't remember anything. But was that 8 times I was on this kill? I don't know. Someone thinks I'm a pedophile, but if I don't remember the incident, I'm not a pedophile. Meaning you tried to kill me because you thought I was a pedophile, but God raised you from the dead because I'm not. Same with Amanda. If Amanda comes in there to me, I'm not going to fuck a 4-year-old. Now, a 4-year-old would have to know how to manipulate me like a 12-year-old, and she can't. I would tell the child, ask the child a simple question if she came in there, which is simple. Who showed you that? Reason I have to ask her that is she wasn't where she was supposed to be, and I knew it. Now, a 4-year-old wouldn't know anything about sex, but I would. But I also wouldn't have to do anything with her a lot sexually either. To find that out, I would just have to ask her who showed her that, and she'd say Grandma, and then I would tell her Mom. That's it. I would know instantly she wasn't where she was supposed to be, and that's what I'd have to do in that situation. But that's not every situation either. But I don't remember the other situations either. That's the point too. You can only say what you actually remember. Now you might can piece together a blackout situation, but that's still not a memory. Now if someone has a recording of it, of course the recording of it will show what actually happened, but that don't mean it's a memory from me. It's a blackout. It would seem more like a dream if the child came in there to me at all, and I would still have to ask her, no matter how far it went with the interaction, who showed her that, and if she answered who showed her that, that's the culprit who showed the child to do that. But that's still not a memory of me even being with the child. That's just piecing it all together from an amnesic state or a sleeping state to a waking state, not remembering the actual incident either. That's what I can prove beyond all reasonable doubt. If something happened between me and the child, I don't remember it because I went back to sleep or blacked out, or it would seem more dreamlike or fantastic, even if it did happen. Things like that. That's why it's sometimes hard for the mentally ill to know fantasy from reality. And I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia before that even happened. But that was before I met the other mother, but not the other mother. Now, I don't know if I told. First, I met the mother in '93, then I met the other mother in '94 after the fall. But it was still around the middle of December. Because I was on convalescence, or the middle of November, when I met her. And then I came back around Christmas, too, to see her again. But by that time, the boyfriend was back in the house, so I left. Let it go. That's all I know. From that one. The other one, I met the girl at a club. We went to her apartment and had sex, and she had a roommate and a daughter there, too, and maybe a younger son. I don't remember all the details, and then I was with the mother, and then woke up the next morning, and the next thing was, just laying on the floor a little bit, trying to rest a little bit before I went back to base. And then the next thing I know, the girl was putting her vagina in my face. And the next door neighbor was over there, and I said, "Do you see what she's doing?" to the next door neighbor, and she said, "Yeah, get her to stop, please." And that's what I would do. Because I'm not trying to be with a 12-year-old in that situation. I remember that. But nothing else I don't remember. And I don't know why she would be doing that either. And that's not a memory. That's trying to piece together from when I was last with the mother till I woke up the next morning, too. Now, of course, that would be anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. And yet, that's a complete blackout of when I went to sleep. Same with the mother in Chatham City Apartments. I went to sleep on the couch. The mother went into the bedroom, and I woke up on the couch the next morning. And then me and the mother had sex again. That was it. And then I went home and finished my convalescent leave, and then I went back to Fort Smith for a few weeks, and then I went back around Christmas. I got another leave for the 2 weeks after Christmas, from after the 25th to around the first week in January, and I went back again, and that's what I remember. But then when I went back, the boyfriend was back. The ex-boyfriend was back in the house. That's all I know. That's all you know. And then I never saw her again either. But as far as I know, I was only with the adult mother. And if the child tried to come in there with me after I went to sleep, I don't remember it. And she would have to be the aggressor with me, and either the mother tried to kill me or murder me or something like that, but I healed. And by morning. That's all I can say. And that's why I told her about the 3-story fall if that were to occur. And again. But that would also be proof if the child was the aggressor. I didn't send the child and the mother did. Not me. That's the point there too. And I wasn't trying to fuck the daughter, just the mother. If the daughter was being molested by her boyfriend and that's why she kicked him out, well, by bringing me home and me being a different person than the boyfriend, not only would it tempt the mother to have sex with me, but would also tempt the young daughter, because I remember reading her a book and not even touching her, and then being with the mother, and then going to bed and sleeping on the couch. Well, the mother went into her bedroom, and now anything that happened after I went to sleep, I don't remember. But if it did, the girl would have had to come in there to me while I was on the couch, because I woke up on the couch the next morning too. So I don't know what else could have happened. Same with Daphne when we got into the big fight. I was sleeping on the couch since she got back from Arkansas until I moved back to base, however long that was then. We don't remember any details about that at all. Daphne said it never happened. I'm saying it never happened. Some asshole on the internet is saying it happened. Amanda ain't saying it happened. No. We don't know it happened. No. But they do. That's all I know. Right. So anyway, that's the problem. Y'all have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.